Hi all, welcome back to more Europa Universalis, Price of Power. This is Ambitious Margrave solo scenario. This will be my part 42. I just came straight back there after just stopping 41. 41 looks like it's a bit of a long-winded affair, I think. um, yeah, so I'm going to press on. This is part 42 and we're still not quite finished the round here, and the age, this first age. So I left things off here. We've done the peace resolution, and this was the next step, was prestige penalties. I think there might be something here actually. So flip all royal marriages. What is it? Like when they're on the other side to that side. You lose 3 per right. Yeah, so there's none of that. However, the next step there is lose prestige equal to the tax value of occupied towns in a maximum of 5. So that is going to apply to Denmark here. Because Austria have got 4 of their towns occupied, so Denmark are actually going to lose 4 prestige, so they're going from 9 down to 5. I think that's right. So yeah, and I left things in the last part thinking, these are not owned, are they? But I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. Oh, is it? Do they need to put a core in there or something? Oh, yeah. I think I'm having a daft moment here. Why this is on top of this? How do you resolve this? How does this go away and you get left just with an Austrian one, or if it gets liberated, just with a Danish one? I don't know. Because I feel like Austria are still just occupying there, aren't they? Or have we completed? Yeah, hang on. Oh, I don't know. I'm going to come back to that. But I think Denmark are still going to lose 8 points for there. So next steps F, which are interregnums. So no, we've not got a ruler that's, well, we've got a ruler. So that's what we need. Right, religious descent in areas following a different religion from your state religion. The only one that's only area that's in a state of religious dissent is this one with the diverse faiths, but there's nothing doing in there. There's no provinces owned by any player realms, so I don't think anything happens there. Yeah, in each area containing your towns, and one area containing your vassals. So there's none of that. So step H is gain, remove unrest. If at war, you would add 2 unrest to your towns. Well, we're all at truce. We've all got a truce. So, and then if your stability is lower, you would add unrest, or if it's higher, you would remove unrest. None of that. What's with the admin ideas? Oh, actually, we've got one of them, haven't we? In fact, 2 of them. They've both got them. So Austria can remove 1 unrest, and so can Denmark. So I suppose these technically should be done in turn order still. So it is Denmark first. Do Denmark have an unrest? Don't think they do actually. No, they don't. I just wonder if could these be an unrest underneath here? No, it's not. No, I don't think they can, but. Then these are all blocked out, aren't they? With the wee cubes on Denmark's, it stops them from getting. It reduces their manpower and their tax income, doesn't it? Anyway, it doesn't look like Denmark have any unrest, but Austria do. So they've got 1, 2, 3 here. Now, does it pick a core province first? Well, that's not a core either, is it? Something they've taken. So they've got this. I think it's just going to be alphabetically then. And that's an R. So that's an O. Oh, God. That's a V. That's an S, and that's an... Oh, the H is okay, Grant. So it's going to be the O, isn't it? Is it? Yeah, so it's going to be this one. I don't even know if... Is that on camera? I think it is, yeah. So that one's going to get put back to remove its unrest. Okay, and then roll rebel dice. Okay. So in turn order, each player rolls rebel dice. Well, Denmark have no unrest, so they're not going to roll anything. Next would be us. We've no unrest either, fortunately. So it's just Austria. So they've got 1, 2 unrest. Oh, and this one, 3. They've got 3 unrest, which is these are the ones that were causing me where I made mistakes earlier on. I think I got that back. So they've got 3 rebel dice. Now, well, I'll roll the dice first and then I can mention what I was going to mention. Right, here we go. So this is for Austria. And there does turn out to be 1, so that's good. We can talk about that. So that's the result. Now they are... That's just lose a bot power, isn't it? Here's the little bit tells you. There we go. Yeah, lose 1 bot power. This is Austria, isn't it? Well, they actually do have 2. So they lose 1. And you can only lose a maximum of 1, so that takes them away. And this one's a rebellion, and again, I was watching Bridger's stuff. Well, the rule must have changed, because what he does, it still targets the place where you've got an army, but then you have to roll actually to see if the rebellions, if there's an uprising. But that was changed in the rules, and we have been doing it right. So this, it would target the army, it would target the area where the army is, and it would remove... That's right, isn't it? Oh, I actually need to go to rebellion. 37 maybe? Page 37 or 41 maybe? 37. Rebellion. If you have any military units in the area you rolled for, remove one of your units there as a casualty for each one of them that you roll. So it must have been different in the older rules. I think you had to roll sort of the battle dice. But I remember it does say in the bot rules that you always target, with a rebellion, you always target the area where the army is. So we've been doing that right as well. So that removes another unit from the army as well. So that's the rebel dice dealt with. Right, so income and upkeep now. So again, I'm just going to stick with this reference chart, because hopefully it's got all the relevant bot stuff in it. So may take loans during this phase. Okay. Of course, you must have needed to avoid bankruptcy. Fire advisors, disband units. The bots don't do any of this, do they? No, this is just an us thing. And I'm not going to fire any advisors. And I'm not going to disband any units. No, I'm not. So we're going to... And I've no ships, so we can forget that bit. So let's collect... Well, this time I will add the money up and take it away. Do not count slots. Yeah, when you've got cubes in them, right? That's what Denmark's looking at right now. So based on vassal tax income, right? Okay, it's not giving you a bigger explanation now. Let's jump across here and look at what we've got. So it's taken our, because we do have a vassal bit there as well. So we've got 5 tax there, 4 there, 9, and we've got 1 there. So that is 10. Now let's take away what we've got though. Advisor upkeep. The papal controller pays 1 less for this. That is not us. So advisor upkeep. You can probably see I've got a 2, and a 4. Ouch. So I've got 8. Offer 10. So that's only 2 I've got left. Yuck. And then military maintenance is 1 per regular unit. And we've got 2. wonder if you want... Well, no, you're better keeping it there, Grant, because it costs you 2 to bring it from available to there. And it's going to only save you 1 by putting it back. So in actual fact, that's all our money, isn't it? Gone. The 10 that we were making, we've just spent on our advisors and our army. Oh dear. Right then, okay. Corruption. Well, hang on. There's no plague. Oh, did we not have a... Oh no, we paid our loan off. We've no loans, so that's good. With no stability modifier. So, is that what that is? Yeah, it is, isn't it? And we're not the Emperor, and we've not got ideas that are doing things for us. So then corruption, that only applies to us. We need to have 50 ducats to make it kick in, so no. Right, collect monarch power, and this is a bit, see, it's got the bots bit in it. So gain ruler plus advisor skill. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's too much moving about here, Grant. So, administrative, we've got 1 for the ruler, 3. So that's 4, right? I'm going to just do these. So that's going to be 4. Then diplomacy, that's 3 plus 2. That's going to be 5. So 4, 5. And then military is another 2 plus 2 is 4. So 4, 5, 4. Right, so there we are. And then for the bot... 6, 7, 8, 9, 7 they were gaining, wasn't it? Yeah, 7. I put the normal rules. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's got me thinking now. Oh, that'll be in the little bit that tells you about the... There, it's there, yeah. 6, 7, 8, 9, there is, yeah. So normal difficulty is 7. So they're going to discard all that and gain 7 each. So I'll do that. It's got rid of a lot of their bot power. So they had 1 each left. So adding 7 on gives them 8. If bot has 20 small towns, they would receive 1. If they had 8 large towns, they would receive 1. Not getting into that. Yeah, okay. And then going down, if your stability is not going to give any more bot power. Papal controller will receive 1 diplomatic power or 1 bot power if it's a bot. There's no papal controller. And then the HRE, if Emperor's NPR or bot, yeah, we'll roll a dice for this, don't we? Right, we're rolling this one off camera. Save a bit of hassle. Roll the 6. Oh, that's an increase, isn't it? I think that's a guaranteed increase, isn't it? Yeah, roll 6. If 6 or... Yeah. It's going to raise it by 1. So it's going to raise this by 1, giving us another cube to place somewhere. So now they're going to get 2 extra bot power, I think. Emperor receives... Page 43. Right, hang on. Yeah, that's right, it's going to get 2, isn't it? Because it's 1 diplomatic and 1 military you would get. So, it gets an extra 2 for that. And then ideas. I feel like I'm missing something. No, that's right. Because, yeah, the manpower and that doesn't kick in until... Yeah, that's fine. And then score prestige, uncontested papal controller, that doesn't apply. If the Emperor if that was at 6, that would give them something, but no, active crusades, active power struggles, remove crusades, yeah. Okay, so that's all that. So then clean up, update and refresh. Allied units and armies Hang on. Manpower, yeah. Update manpower. Allied units and armies available. Yeah, they're counted. I don't know why that's not really... The way that's set out, that doesn't help me. So, indicated by town vessel tracks, +1 tokens. Emperor has... Bots on minimum 3. Yeah, let's just do the bots, Grant. So, the... Austria's getting 8, 11, and then he's now getting +4, isn't he? That's 15, isn't it? Yeah. 8, 11, and then 4 for the HRE is 15. So his army's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, then 9, 10, 11, 12. So 3 more. 3 more. Or did they just go in his reserve? I think so, so that's me added 3 more to theirs. Now for Denmark. Now see, this is where they're going to struggle a little bit. They've got 4, because remember these 4 towns are blocked off. So 4 and 3 is 7 still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, they're still getting 7. Of course, I think they took... Did they not take Sweden this turn? So, I mean, they would have been getting another 2 extra on what they... But because of the towns, yeah. That's where this should have been put. This should have been put up. Oh, Grant, careful. That should have been put up as Austria's first player next turn. I think I should have done that already, but maybe not. Okay, so that's them. What about us then? Have we gained anything? Manpower wise, we've got 3. And our 2 there, 5, 6. However, we've got 4 of these now, haven't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So that's 10 in total, isn't it? 3, 5, 6, 10. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we're getting 4 more. Right, and then the 4 more, they go in available. Yeah, that's right. So, and then we refresh half our exhausted units, a minimum of 3, maximum of 6. So half of these is 2, but we get a minimum of 3. So 3 of these are coming across. We're just leaving 1 still exhausted. So that's good. That doesn't affect the bots. Refresh and merchants. We've got 1 there, champagne. And we've got this guy in Vienna. So we'll use 2 of ours. Discard bots, colonists. No, it doesn't apply. Remove cube from change national focus. Yeah, we did actually have that. So take that away. That in the supply. Then board and status map clean up. Remove alliances between bots and player realms. Yeah, none of that. Remove all ill health from the map. Adjust imperial influence and redistribute. Right, well we've got... Well, they've got 1 there. 1 there, makes sense. 1 there. And you know what? That other one that they're just is going to go in there as well. Because there's like 4 places, isn't there? 1, 2, 3, and then Westphalia's the other one. So in actual fact, these 2 could go in Bohemia or Westphalia, but you know what? Bohemia is alphabetically right, so I think they both go in there. Okay. Right, if Emperor is at peace with all external aggressors, remove Imperial manpower. Well, we don't use that, but however, remove tag from defending the HRE. Well, that is going to happen. Because everybody's a truce now. So, well, we hope it is. Remove ties from committed to crusade. If age 3 or 4, it is not. Player realm first to pass gets the first player token. If it already has it, player realm 2 second to pass gets it. Yeah, well, I've gave it to Austria because they were first to pass and it was Denmark's turn last turn. Then reshuffle bot decks. Okay. So this is quite good because it's getting it all done in a 1 hour, right? So event and ideas are always reshuffled. Cards used for focus or not. So this is coming away. That's going to be discarded. And then event and ideas, there's none of them. So we're going to take half of these 3, round it up. So 2 of these 3 are going to go back in. Right, shuffle. 2 of them go back in. The other ones getting removed, which I'll set aside just now. And then here, looking for, what is it, events or ideas? See, there's the event, so that definitely goes back in. And, well, there's an idea as well, so that goes back in as well. Is that right? Event is always reshuffled, ideas always reshuffled. There's 5 cards left, so 3 out of the 5 are going to get shuffled in. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then I'll shuffle the 2 decks. Actually, I'm making a mess of that, aren't I? Because we're ending the age, aren't we? Well, okay. It's because I think the bot... Well, maybe not. No, I think they do. I think the bot decks change for the next age now. Well, let me shuffle these up anyway. Yeah, I'm just seeing a bit that says reset bot decks, page 3, so I don't think there's any point in shuffling these. I've not shuffled bot 2 yet. If for some reason there is, I'll come back to that. So end age routine. Well, yeah, no, we've not done this, and I feel like maybe I should be using the actual full rulebook for this, but let's go. Skip if not end of age or final scoring triggered. Skip if not end of age or final scoring triggered. Right, okay. Place the event deck for the next age. Right, that's coming, bringing you, skipping that if you've got the final score. Right. I don't know. My head's not working tonight. It maybe was a bit. It was the one chance over the last few nights that I've had to maybe come in a little bit of a shot, but I did swither about should I bother or not, but anyway, I'm here. So place the event deck for the next stage, replace all milestones, replace unresearched non-basic ideas, player realm will least prestige, no ties may choose replacement for 1 new milestone or idea. Player realms with 1 plus royal marriages, score 1 point. Player realms accept bots, put 3 in turn order, remove 1, prefer or pay 2, reset bot decks. Yeah, I think I'm going to look a bit more into this, but right, so here's the end age routine, but I think I've just realised something. I think I have the events. Well, I certainly not got them set up. I only set up the events for the first age. And I want to say they actually might still be back in the box and not even sleeved up. I might be wrong with that one. Maybe I have sleeved them. I think I didn't sleeve everything in this game yet. Because, well, it was a lot to do, and at the time I wanted to just try and get it going. So I think the best thing to do right now is probably just have a pause. I think I'm a bit weary tonight as well. I just wanted to try and get things going again, I suppose. I thought I had that peace resolution bit kind of sussed out a bit. It looked like it might have went right, but yeah. To be totally confident, I'm not so sure. Right, so yeah, I'll probably leave this and come back in a couple of days' time, because I don't really have the time to sort of sit at it just now. But we'll go 25 minutes there, so I'll go on pause and I'll put the part 41 together and get it looked at and uploaded, and when I get the chance. And I'll be back to finish part 42 here. Probably just setting up for the next stage, really. Okay, so I'll be back in a couple of days' time. Okay, cheers. Hi all. Right, back to finish. This is part 42, isn't it? I've been away a couple of days away again, work. Got a couple of days off, but what do you know, I've come down with the cold again. Unbelievable. I couldn't believe I started feeling crap. My wife Tracy, she had picked something up. Fortunately, it didn't seem to last. It only lasted a few days, and it doesn't feel as bad as what I had the last time. So, which wasn't that long ago. Anyway, so there might be a bit of sniffling, and I'll try and pause. It's not really fully like it was last time. Anyway, last time I had to just stop recording, to be honest. Okay. So we're at the end of the age routine. So I left it there. I was just double checking where we're at. So we're going to go through that process. Now I did hunt out all the other cards that I was needed. I done that yesterday, just when I had a bit of time, because I wanted to sleeve them up. I found I've not got enough sleeves for this whole game as well. I also plan to get there's an insert you can get. I think it's from that. Is it Etsy? Maybe. Someday, I think there's a couple of guys commented, and I'm going to go and look at them again. In fact, I think there's a video that shows you putting it all back together again, and I think their trays work, and you can get the card sleeved and get it all put back in at the box again, because it's definitely one of the games I think I'd like to keep nicely intact, I think, because I can see myself playing this. I mean, whether again I could burn myself out. I've been playing, this is what, part 42 already. I do want to try and speed things up, so when we move into the next stage, I'm going to try probably just try pausing more, so that you don't have to put up with too much of my thoughts. I know I get a lot of comments saying that people like my thought process, like me talking it through and whatever, but yeah, I mean, I'll still do that, but just to try and reduce the time a little bit, because I feel like it's irritating myself a little bit as well, because I kind of want to go in with the game, and sometimes, like, I've seen myself thinking, placing an influence cube, and then it's over at the bots, and I'm thinking, right, it's not my turn anymore, and I want to do other things, and but then other times you struggle to find out what to do in this game. You're just not sure. I mean, strategy-wise, that's why I want to play it more, to understand it. But I'm getting to grips with quite a lot of things now, so. Okay, well, let's get the end of the age bit finished and get ready for the next start, and then that should wrap up this video, and hopefully I'll get back for a bit later to start the next age 2. There's a few comments to talk about that Martin's mentioned I wanted to go over, but I'll leave them for now. Whether I'll squeeze them in at the end of this video or maybe the start of the next video, we'll see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, hang on, there is a mistake. Well, not a mistake that I need to deal with. Maybe that's why I do need to go over these comments. Well, no, that's just something I've picked up on. Yeah, you just want your phone. Hang on a second. Yeah, what I just need is my phone for where I take notes, and then I post these in the headers of my videos. Yeah, that's the mistakes I was making with Unrest back in part 38 or something. Part 40, yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just part 41, it's just the last part, so that's alright. That's good. Yeah, first of all, it's not first of all, it's the last comment I make. In the header, I apologise to Martin again. Well, I just tell him to just ignore me. I don't know. It's weird. Martin made the comment about where the war tokens go and whatever. And for some, I had to go back and look at his comment, and I actually thought, sorry Martin, but I actually thought he must have edited his comment. But then when I was watching back the video, I actually read his comment out at the time I read it, and he clearly states that there should be a war token only placed on Berlin and Copenhagen. And I must have read something wrong, because I thought, I don't know what I thought. I think I thought he meant he had said Vienna or something, and not Berlin. I didn't think it was Berlin anyway. But when I watched back the video and I actually say Berlin and then go on about saying, well, I think you've got that wrong, Martin. So I clearly read it all wrong there, Martin. So you were right. I apologise. The big part here is at the 1 hour and 2 minute and 20 second mark. That's what I've got stamped here anyway. And this is when I've got I think, and in quotes, keep current board state will result in Denmark's towns in Jutland being removed. So I think that's actually what happens. So let's go back to, it's a bot peace resolution chart, I think. Well, no, it's not really, is it, Grant? We've ended the war with the keep current board state. Yeah, hang on. We do end the war with this, and this is where you need to know what. See, I mean, that's not even highlighted. That keep current board state. I've got it in quotes in my comment in the header of my video, because I feel like it's a sort of, it's a thing. But it's not even in bold or in quotes or in capitals or anything like that. So keep current board state, that's what we're doing. So what is keep current board state? I mean, you could literally say you just leave things as they are, but that, I don't think that's what it means. So I think you've got to come to here. We've got peace and, well, this is the peace resolution. Certainly the toughest bit I've come across in this game to kind of understand, and I think part of the main struggle is, again, because I've not played the game as a multiplayer game. I think if you played this against people, I had a couple of games of it, some of these things will become quite clear to you. So we did have a peace resolution, and it was keep current board state. Now we've got a table up there that has keep current board state there, and versus bot enemy. So it is something that can happen versus a bot enemy. That's telling you where they see it can't happen if this, it can't. Must occupy losers capital. That's not what needs to happen. It's just versus bot enemy there. So let's see what it says down here. And this is where when I started reading this, I thought, because I think this is what we do. So keep current board state, and in the red bit's got partial or total victory 2 and 4. So my guess is there then that, well, in actual fact, is it not a total victory then? No, it can't be a total victory, because a total victory is conquering all Norway's, not Norway, Denmark. Does that not say there? When determining resolving total victory against active allies, treat them as... that's... No. Where's total victory? Grant. Total victory. Any player meets total victory requirements. I know you're not seeing this. It's on another page here. Where's the requirements for total victory? It's here. Right. The requirements are, a player realm occupies all of a single enemy de jure's provinces, and this enemy has no deployed land units remaining. So a total victory means that you've got to conquer, I would have had to conquer every one of Denmark's provinces. Well, that's not what happened. That's right. Whereas well, as well come along to this bit if you're looking at them. That was total victory. Partial victory against NPR or bot, player realms deployed land units outnumber the total number of in the areas plus any deployed enemy land unit. Yeah, it's based on the amount of units, the army, and that's why it becomes that, I think. Well, Austria they had a bigger army. So I'm assuming it was partial victory then that we had. So let's go back to this. I don't want to dally too much on this. Just want to get on the hangs a bit. So keep current board state says occupied capitals must be returned to their lawful owners, who must pay a ransom of 10 ducats to the occupier. Well, we do not occupy their capital, so that doesn't apply. And then by default, each side keeps all other provinces that they currently occupy, leaving only their towns on those provinces and returning any player realms, towns or vassals to their player mats. So yeah, that's what happens. Austria are going to leave their towns there, and Denmark's towns are going to get removed. Excuse me. However, the victor, and only the victor, may instead, and this is exchange provinces, so if Denmark did have control of one of Austria's towns, this could come in at exchange, and this was in the flow chart as well. Return any provinces occupy and demand that the loser pays them 3 ducats. Well, whether there's any in the sole rules regarding that, that's something that only a human player could decide, I think. I don't think that was mentioned. I think, again, the flow chart takes care of this, so I don't think this happens. I think if there's any that if Denmark occupied any Austria's towns, then they exchange them. I don't think any of this happens. And then another option could be to liberate. Well, actually, exchange the province. Right, okay. No, we're not. I don't think we liberate these, because 2 of these aren't core. Well, hang on, they've got a core token in there, so they are core, aren't they? So again, this is another optional thing to actually liberate, but then that wouldn't. So I guess if Austria was a player right now. Well, hang on, let's finish this and go and have a look. The victor may mix and match. You see, this is all a multiplayer thing. You need to be able to do this. Yeah, and player realms that have lost any of their provinces or vassals may put a claim in the area. Well, again, the flow chart dealt with that, and Denmark do actually have a claim in that area. So let's go and have a look now. So my take on this is the bot's just going to remove them. But what the options were that we could return any of the provinces they occupy and get money from them, so we could give them their provinces back. But again, this is a human thing. This is a human player thing. So I think what it says in the flow chart is we just take them over. By default, each side keeps the other provinces currently occupying them, leaving their towns and getting rid of the other towns. But liberate could be an option as well. If they weren't core, you could liberate them and give them back to their NPR status. Like if there wasn't a core token in here, for instance, this one here, I'm just going to take, this is coming off anyway. This is an NPR originally, but there's a core, this is core to Denmark now. So you couldn't liberate that. But if that core marker wasn't there, for instance, then I think, and if I was a human player, I would have the option of just taking both of these away, I think, and liberating that, I think. Anyway, this is what the bot does, okay? So the bot just takes these, because I was, in part one of my videos, I'm saying, how the heck do I get rid of these towns? Well, it happens in the peace process, and again, I don't know, keep current board state. I maybe should have clicked to, what does that mean, and tried to understand it a bit more. But now, I don't think this core token can be here anymore, but I'm going to leave it lying there just now. But if somebody knows for sure, I don't feel like it should be there because, well, Denmark don't have anything, so there's nowhere that I read that it said to take it away, although if somebody points me to that, that's fair enough as well. So these times go back, and then basically just remove these cubes here. So nothing really changed when I checked their tax income and manpower, because they were still blocking them off anyway, because this should have happened at the end of the peace process. So I don't think it affected anything that, and I now think that was how it should have happened. So here's hoping. I think that's the only thing I can think of on the top of my head that needed to be sort of fixed, I think. Well, the other one is, you know what, I'm going to do this. With, when Mark pointed out that he feels, I've said that there's no harm in putting choose markers on both capitals, but it is clogging things up. So what should have happened was, Denmark should have put a war token on there, yes, and we don't need to put one back on there, so I'm going to take this away. Rather than just mess that up. And then Austria would have put a war token on Denmark's capital when they joined the battle, and there wasn't a need for this one either. So you can see, that if these were still war tokens, that Brandenburg would be at war with Denmark, and Austria would be at war with Denmark. You don't need the other ones on, and it's just putting more counters where they don't need to be. So let's just do that. Right, so end age routine. Yeah, I'm coming back down here again, but I should just read this. Like, when all players have completed phase 5 and there are no more events left in the deck, the current age, perform the following steps in order. Prepare and place the event deck for the next stage. Note, if there is no next stage, move on to the final score. Right, so the event deck. Right, so this was the event deck. This is all from age 1. That's all the cards that we used already, so I can set them aside. And I've got the ones ready for age 2. Done that yesterday. It was that and the milestones I needed to sort. However, I haven't quite shuffled these up yet, so I'm going to have to open the scenario book again. Now, this is just the scenario book, so hopefully there's not a rat on this bit that I'm looking at. I haven't printed out. Yeah, I probably should have been looking at this on my tablet, shouldn't I? I don't think there's any... I think when I looked at there's not enough of a lot of changes. There might be a little bit here or there. I don't think there's any changes. Anyway, we've got... For H2, there's another bunch of events. Really, you've got... here they are here. No, that's not... Sorry, here. That's if other things that happen. So we've got age 2. So the first half of the deck is going to comprise of these cards. The second half of the deck is going to comprise of these cards. Okay, and remember there isn't a Denmark event. So what we're going to have is one Austrian event and one Brandenburg event within these cards, and one Austrian event and one Brandenburg event within these cards, I think. That's right. Right, so I'm going to shuffle these up, and these are going to be the first half of the deck. These are going to be the second. Right, so that is the event deck shuffled up, ready to go. Okay, and then what's next? One other thing I just wanted to just check on here. I read up on these again recently, because I remembered we've got this France bot out there that's waiting to appear, and I'm like, how does that happen? And then also becoming the emperor. Well, becoming the emperor is a bit of a... We need to occupy Vienna to start with, and then there's other things that need to happen. We're not at that stage. However, this one, I'm pretty sure we're not at this stage either, but at the end of a round, the Brandenburg has eclipsed either of their two rivals, Denmark or Austria bot, either by fully annexing one of them, or, which is not the case, it's going to be a struggle to fully annex one of the two realms. Or attaining a higher tax income than one of them during phase 4, then France bot would be activated. So I thought, oh right, okay. So I'm pretty sure we're not, but you can see that what is it? Austria have, it's a small number, isn't it? 15, 6, 21, and they probably got something for the imperial side of it as well. So they're sitting at 21. And Denmark are 8, 14. See, Denmark are only 14 though. 14. And what are we? We are 5, 9, 10. So you can see we're not far. We're nowhere near Austria, but we're only 4 points away from Denmark. So it'd be good going, I think, to beat them, to take them in the first age. If I'm at 10, they're at 14. That's not... Yeah, I dare say that's doable if I went out my way to try and force that issue. So you can see that it is possible. Denmark aren't going to sit back either, but Of course, they did lose. Austria's helped us out there by putting 4 of their towns back here, so their income would be a lot more. So we're only 4 income behind at the moment. So when it comes around to the end in the next round, in phase, 4, if we check, we'll need to check that again just to see, and then that might mean that France then come in and take over, and Denmark, I think Denmark just becomes an NPR after that. Right, so next, remove all milestones from the previous age from the game, replace them with 4 milestones drawn from the deck all belonging to the next age. Okay. So that must mean the wee tags come up. Yeah, they get fully removed, don't they? Yeah, so we're going to do that. So yeah, I'm going to remove these 4. Well, and then all the age 1 ones. And I've got the age 2 ones here. So I'm going to set them out, and then we're going to draw a new one for age 2 there. Okay. Right, so there's the new milestone set up. I haven't had a look at them, but I've flipped over the next one, so maybe you can see them from there. But I'll obviously have a closer look once we get going. Right, so, and then ideas. So it says, add any ideas that become eligible with the next stage to their idea decks, then replace any unresearched non-basic ideas on display with random ideas of the same type. So, well, let me see what we got here. This is for age 3 and 4. It looks like these aren't coming until age 3, are they? Both of them are for 3. I'm assuming I put them in that order. Yeah, I have. They're for 3 and 4 as well. Well, we don't get to 4, but... So none of them no new ones coming in. So what did it say? Replace any unresearched, non-basic ideas on display with random ideas of the same type. So we're going to replace this, and this for the next one on the top of the deck, I think. We don't do the basic ones, and we don't do the ones that are tagged. Is that right? Replace any unresearched, non-basic ideas on display with random ideas of the same type. Right, okay, let me do that then. Right, that's that done. Right, I just drew the one off the top, and I put the other ones on the bottom there. I don't know. I mean, we already replaced one of these with an event, didn't we? And I just put down the bottom as well, but I don't know if you're meant to like shuffle the decks up again before you draw any new versions of these or not. It's not clear on that part then. Maybe if I looked up no ideas. Let me just see. I don't think it really says it. I mean, it talks about if an event or mission lets you research an idea not on display, you may still do so by taking one unresearched, non-basic idea of matching type from the display and shuffling it back into the deck. Then place your researched idea into the display grid. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe that one should have got shuffled in that I put back. Thing is, then it could mean you could draw it again, but I suppose, yeah. Okay, well, let me know what you think if you think I'm doing that all wrong. Right, how am I not? I've been away from my page there. Okay, now looking back, next bit is, alright, the player with the least prestige on the prestige track may choose to replace one new idea or milestone on display with a card of their choice, chosen from the matching deck, with a card of their choice. If there is a tie for least prestige, skip the step. So what would they do with the bot? Who is the lowest? I'm actually the lowest. I've got 4, Denmark's got 5, Austria's got 25. I just wonder, I didn't see anything in the bot part about that. Wait, hang on. Yeah, well, I don't know. It doesn't. I can't see anything that says that the bot. If one of the bots were the lowest prestige right now, I don't know if they would do it or not. I mean, it is an optional thing. May choose to replace one new idea or milestone on display with a card of their choice, chosen from the matching deck. mean, that means I can look through the deck and pick one. If there is a tie, you skip the step. Right, well, let me have a look. Well, what got replaced? What is... Yeah, sorry, this is swinging around because I foolishly came up the stairs and didn't plug in my phone right away, so it's needing get plugged in just now. So what we got up the top there, Mare Nostrum, own 2+ of Gibraltar, Malta, Genova, Pisa, Ragusa, Rhodes, Cyprus. I'm not going to do any of that. Suppress revolts during phase 3, step 1, have no unrest. That's possible. Cleanse, hearsay, enforce forced conversion, peace terms against any realm. I'm not really sure about that. Lucrative trade, perform a trade action earning you 15+ ducats, including bonuses from ideas. That seems quite a tall order as well, doesn't it? Well, I mean, if I was to get rid of any of them, I think this one I'd be better changing. In fact, I can go and pick any one. It does say that. It says up to select. Right, what about the ideas, though? Are they... Well, the ones that are replaced are this, and this. So, church attendance duty, increased stability. Costs 1 less. Alright, okay. So, it costs 1 less to increase stability. Instant effect, you may remove 1 unrest. Okay. Efficient spies, all actions of the spy network card cost 1 less. Instant effect, take a spy network card from the discards in your hand. Okay, that sounds alright actually. Not that I've used the spy thing yet, but tercios, janissaries, each result in your battle deck. Oh yeah, I've seen this one. Then counts as 2 results. Each infantry unit may still only inflict... Oh, okay, that's just a reminder that although it counts as 2 hits, you would still need 2 infantry units to be able to have the 2 hits. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good as well. Well, I don't think I'd want to change any of them. I mean, obviously, people that know what's all the cards in the deck might want to go and specifically get one. So let's just double check that again. May choose to replace 1 new idea or milestone. It does say 1 new idea there, actually, yeah. So it must just been from the new ones that are drawn. Yeah, I'd started thinking they're coming up, try what were the rest of these, but it does say new idea. Or milestone on display by a card of their choice. With a card of their choice chosen from the matching deck. Okay, right, well, I'm going to just go for this one up here, and we're going to have a look through these and see what can replace it. I'm going to take that away. We've got expand overseas, own provinces on 2+ to the distant contacts. Right, probably not. Oh, I see, I think all these are expansion, yeah, so they're all going to be something similar. Okay, have 3+ heavy ships or 10+ galleys. Probably not as well. Right, yeah, all of these are going to be the same. It's all going to be a bit... That's why they're called expansion grant. Okay. Move a ship from America map to the Far East map. Right, okay. And of course, these are all age 2, so they're thinking you progress. So, what's the likelihood of any of these happening? 3+ heavy ships, maybe? That sounds like a bit of a tall order as well, but I think they're all kind of probably not really doable for me, so let's go for that one. Of course, that was it that one that had the light ships in the last age? It was, wasn't it? That was the one, build 4 white ships, was it no? Yeah. I could have seen myself getting that one, but that's away now. Okay. Well, yeah, you learn for these things. Obviously, these were all based on the same sort of idea about what was going to happen. Right, let's move on. Right, players who have at least 1 Royal Marriage and play score 1. I must then remove one of their Royal Marriages from the board or pay 2 to avoid this. Now, that is one note in the bot part, is they do not remove the Royal Marriages. I don't think there's any Royal Marriages in play anyway. There is not. If a player removes a Royal Marriage, forcing you to do the same from the realm, you must... Right, okay, so that's it. Right, that's it. That's everything there. So the only other thing we need to do is the bot decks, which I'm going to need the scenario booklet for. Is it a scenario booklet? Yeah, I think so. Or maybe not. Maybe it's... Because the bot dates are going to change, aren't they? Slightly. Or do they? Right, wait till I find what I'm looking for. Right, for some reason I thought maybe some of the cards might have changed. It just says end age routine, the bot bit. At the end age, all bot cards are reset according to the deck composition listed for that bot realm and shuffled. So, yeah, it must just reset back to the start. Why is something in my head saying that the cards have changed? Right, hang on. Ah, here we go. They do. It's down the bottom here. So, let's do Austria's here first. Yeah, I thought that. It's down the bottom. So what I've got to do is, because this is age 2 now, remove the following cards from the bot decks. So age 1 I'd remove their cards. Age 2 we're now removing, well, there's only one difference. It's card 5 instead of card 3. There, so we're going to remove these 4 cards and shuffle the deck back up. Right, so I'll do that, and I'll do it for Denmark as well. That's both bot decks sorted. Yeah, there was one card of a difference between 1 and 2. I noticed when I was looking through the cards that were removed from bot 1, I didn't quite look at them for bot 2, but I'm sure they're similar. It was like exploration and colonisation cards and whatever. Obviously, this isn't sort of pronounced in this scenario, is that? It's not sort of used. Right, I think that's everything. So I think I'll stop there because I want to say I've got 20 odd minutes already on this part. I've moved that up to first player, so they are going to be first player. These should be reset. So it's going to be, the order's going to be Austria, Denmark, and then us. Okay, so I think that's the end of the age. End of the round, end of the age. I think that's everything covered. We've got the events ready, but all that starts in the next part where we draw the events, draw our cards, and work out what we're going to do. And pick our missions as well, actually. Yeah. Well, we can do that because we've got that King in Prussia event fixed now, haven't we? Now, hang on, Grant. You must have scored that already. Yeah, I did, and that's a bit silly then, because me leaving... I said I'll just leave that there and we'll deal with it when it comes. This is the glary bit, isn't it? Yeah, well, it's there anyway. You probably can't see it, but... So, I would have scored that right away, though, because as soon as you get that... I think, no, you can't score these. Is it phase 1 you can't score these or something? Right, so because that's when you pick and replace missions, isn't it? Maybe that's why you can't score it then. But I would have scored that. I must have done this. I must have done that as well. We've still not resolved that one. That's the marriage and the alliance. So I'm going to pick 2 new missions, but this will allow access to some other missions. I know you can't see that very well, sorry. Let's just go away for that glare bit. Right, okay, I'm going to cut this part, put this together, and hopefully get a bit of gameplay. And I'm going to try and now not come down to the rule book. For instance, I might tell you what page I'm on in the rule book and that if you don't want to try and follow along, because I don't know. I also feel like I'm not getting an awful lot of feedback on this, so I'm not really sure who's all watching it and if it's if it's helpful as well. I mean, that's not what the intention is. It's not a tutorial video or anything like that. This is just me playing a game. But I suppose I kind of go about it in a way to try and explain. I'm explaining it to myself, though. That's the thing. I'm trying to learn the game myself, I suppose. Right, okay, I'll be back with part... This is going to be 43 and all that. I'll be back with part 43 shortly. Okay, cheers.